So there's a thing going around that was, I think, made popular by iDubbbz, and it is a tier list. And today I want to jump on that trend, but I like to jump on trends and then try and make them like Mars Argo related or something like that. And so I'm going to do that today. And just remember that all of this is based on my personal opinion, and I'm really curious to know what your opinion is below. You could let me know. So I'm not using the actual website, I'm using Canva, which is the app I use to make my thumbnails and such. And so it was originally going to be Mars Argo's songs, but it's actually just going to be albums, except they're not all albums. I'll just run you through the selection that we have to choose from. So we have Technology is a Dead Bird, the Technology is a Dead Bird instrumental album, the Linden Place EP, Live at Bedrock, Spider in My Bathtub EP, Please Don't Forget Me, Internet Sessions, and Runaway Runaway. They're all generally releases, except Spider in My Bathtub wasn't officially released. Loving Black and White EP is not on here because I don't know what that would have actually featured, and Live at Bedrock was purely just a collection of songs put online on their YouTube channel. The ranks are S, A, B, C, D, E, F. And so I'm just going to kind of spoil it for you now and say that I don't think any of these are going to be Fs, and this is not really best to worst, except it kind of is. But there are going to be albums that are at different rankings due to my personal opinion. So starting with Technology is a Dead Bird, I've listened to this album quite a lot. I'm really not sure. I don't think it's the best, but it's definitely not the worst. I want to say, for now, give it a B. Give some room for the other releases. Let's just go the instrumental album, and let's just give that a C purely because it's the same but without lyrics, although in some cases I do almost prefer the instrumental album actually, but we'll just keep that as a C for now. And some of these aren't, of course, the proper size to fit here, but we'll see. So Linden Place EP, I'm going to go, and that has the original Using You and Loving Black and White, Formal Girl, and it's got something else as well, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh, A-OK. I rock out to that all the time. I'm just going to say, I'm just going to give it an S. There you go. So Bedrock has Don't Call Me, and the last one I think is You Gave Away, and those chilling vocals, I love those vocals. I'm also just going to give that an S. Then we have Internet Sessions. I know it has Everything Turns to Gold, but you can't just base a whole thing off Everything Turns to Gold, because if you could, then you just give everything an S, because Everything Turns to Gold is amazing. I guess it has Machine and Electric Car and Technology is a Dead Bird. So I am going to go and just give it an A for now. Then we have Spider in My Bathtub, which has, I think, Spider in My Bathtub and Loving Black and White. Loving Black and White was, at the end, added to the Linden Place EP. Spider in My Bathtub, I'm going to go B. And I'm just going to be honest and say that I haven't listened to Spider in My Bathtub enough, and that is why it's B. And Please Don't Forget Me as well. I can't recite the lyrics to that song. Actually, I'll give that a C, just purely because of that. And I know that's a bit unfair, and I'm sorry, but yeah. And so then we have Runaway, Runaway, and Stuck on You. The last singles that were released. 2 songs. There's also 2 songs in Spider in My Bathtub. Oh, this is a difficult decision. I'm thinking B, but I'm not sure. Should we stick with B? Okay. I reckon we'll stick with B there. And then I reckon, I don't know if this is done in the other videos, but I'm going to go through some revisions and just try and fix this list, because I'm thinking that Technology is a Dead Bird, I feel like that's actually too low. Technology is a Dead Bird as a whole is better than the Spider in My Bathtub EP, and given it's a collection of songs, is also better than Runaway Runaway. So we'll move that up to an A, and then we'll move the instrumental album to a B, and then I think one of these should go to C. Should be Spider in My Bathtub or Runaway Runaway. I'm going to just go and say Spider in My Bathtub. So that's an interesting list. If I could add songs, it'd be like Be Easy and Wet Cigarette and stuff, and I would go through and do every song individually, but I don't exactly know how that would go. I am planning on doing Computer Show somehow. But yeah, I feel like this is going to be very controversial actually, because a lot of people really like Spider in My Bathtub and Please Don't Forget Me, and they're purely there because I haven't listened to them enough. And also, I guess controversial to put the instrumental album with Runaway Runaway and Stuck on You. I guess that for me is because I used to make instrumental music, so I appreciate the instrumental side of Mars Argo and that album, and I used, I think, was it the Monsters Under My Bed instrumental for my intro. That is actually at the start of this video. I decided to use it because it was the intro for a while, but didn't really fit with the channel, but I guess we'll see. And then at the top we have Lyndon Place EP and Live at Bedrock. Then I guess, why isn't Live at Double Door there as well? I don't know. I guess this was a really rough list, and of course, given an A is Technology is a Dead Bird and Internet Sessions. Internet Sessions. What's the track list for Internet Sessions exactly? Oh, that's a strong track list. It's better than I thought. It's got Machine, Suicide Birds, Using You, Everything Turns to Gold, Electric Car, and Technology is a Dead Bird. That's one solid album. I reckon that should stay how it is. If anything, I reckon Internet Sessions could go up to an S, and then maybe leave Technology is a Dead Bird at an A, and then put Runaway Runaway at an A. I don't know. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and if you have another idea for like a tier list or whatever, whether it be Mars Argo, Poppy related, or anything else, just also let me know in the comments below. And thanks for watching. If you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. If you did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like. And I'll see you soon for more content. Bye.